We are less than 1 day away now from E. Jean Carroll being able to seize Donald Trump's assets, to go into his bank account and snatch that $83.3 million verdict that was entered against Donald Trump in the defamation trial. Donald Trump, as of this recording, has yet to post a bond. He has begged the federal judge Lewis Kaplan for relief. Judge Lewis Kaplan responded in a minute order saying, "I'm going to rule when I'm going to rule, but don't rush me. The court is aware of defendant's request for a decision on the stay motion no later than today to allow time for him to finalize arrangements for an appropriate bond if necessary. A decision will be rendered as promptly as is reasonably possible without implying what the decision will be or when it will be made. However, it is not going to be ordered today." And that was issued by the court within the past 48 hours. And as of now, the court still has not made the ruling there. Donald Trump went on Fox and he was asked about if he has the money to post this bond. I mean, the whole thesis behind him, right? Like that he's a horrible person, he's horrific, but the idea is that he's got all this money. But he doesn't have the money. He's just a liar and a horrific person. He doesn't even have the money to post the bond, it appears, in the E. Jean Carroll case. And just by the way, before I show you Trump's clip, if you just look at Donald Trump's, statements that he's made before in the various cases, he says that, like in the New York Attorney General civil fraud case, granted that's, $464 million, not $83.3 million. But Trump said there, in the absence of a stay of the judgment, that there's exigent circumstances, that properties would likely need to be sold to raise capital under exigent circumstances, meaning you don't have the cash. And as E. Jean Carroll put it when Donald Trump's trying to block her enforcement of the judgment, it's basically like, trust me, bro. That's why E. Jean Carroll says, Donald Trump simply asked the court to, quote, trust me, and offers in a case with an $83.3 million judgment against him, the court filing equivalent of a paper napkin signed by the least trustworthy of borrowers, referring to Donald Trump. Here's what Donald Trump said on Fox, though, about his ability to post a bond. Hint, hint, he doesn't actually answer the question. It goes, I got money. I'll do what I want to do. I got money. Here, play this clip.
Foreign policy. Let's bring it domestic for a second. I know in about 2 or 3 weeks with your court cases, if I'm going to believe what I read in the decisions, you have to come up with something like $400 million. How close are you to securing the bond, or what you need for that?
I have a lot of money. I could do what I want to do, but this was a horrible, illegal decision. This was a decision made up by a crooked judge, 100% crooked clubhouse judge, a disgrace with a equally crooked attorney general who campaigned on I will get Trump. And we're appealing that decision, and we'll see how we do. But I'll tell you what, people are leaving New York. Businesses are fleeing New York because of that decision. They used a statute to go after me that was never used before.
So you're not
never
worried?
Used before.
You're not worried about the money?
I don't worry about anything. No, I don't worry about the money. I don't worry about money.
Mr. President.
All right, so that's what Donald Trump had to say, and this is what Alina Habba is now saying. And notice she's also avoiding and deflecting the question of his ability to post a bond. She's simply saying that she thinks that they've got a great chance on appeal, and but avoiding all of these questions about bonds in the E. Jean Carroll case, and also avoiding the question about bonds in the New York Attorney General civil fraud case. Here, play this clip.
Last one, and the last one, your case in New York, where judges said $465 million. You got to come up with it. I think Trump petitioned the court to say, can I come up with $100 million? And I believe they said, where's that stand? Let's just ask you that.
Sure. The Attorney General case is on appeal. We're waiting on that decision. We had a good hearing last week on that case. Obviously, the judge, the appellate division saw that there were some issues in the order and rectified them. Look, I think that our appellate, I've said this a million times, I think our appellate case is going to be very strong. We have a good record for appeal. We know that there were decisions that were made in error. We know that there was an appellate division decision that narrowed the statute of limitations, which was completely ignored in the trial court. And like I say all the time, honestly, it's time to let our side come out and for the American people to be patient and see what happens today. And it'll
So again, it just seems that Trump does not have the money. And by the way, What did Alina Habba say recently when she was asked? And this is one of the first tells that Donald Trump didn't have the money. She's like, he's a billionaire. It'll be easy for him to pay. He's got billions of dollars. Here, watch this.
My
Just
goodness.
a little.
My goodness. So Judge Engoron says that he wants this $350 million within 30 days. Now, I know that you're planning on appealing this, but you've still got to put up the full amount pending that appeal. Does Donald Trump have that kind of money sitting around?
Yes. I mean, he does. Of course, he has money. You know, he's a billionaire. We know that. And
of course, and now there is a change of tune, and you hear what Donald Trump is saying there. I mean, by the way, I mean, when I read this to you, I know you know that Donald Trump has been a failure over the course of his business career. But from Donald Trump's own filing with the SEC as part of this SPAC, this special purpose acquisition company's attempt to merge with Trump Media, right? That whole thing. One of the things you have to do is disclose to the SEC kind of failed businesses and prior bankruptcies. So here's what it says on page 132. It's about a 600 plus page disclosure document, but let me read for you what's on page 132. A number of companies that were associated with Trump have filed for bankruptcy. There can be no assurances that Trump Media will not also become bankrupt. They refer to him in the filings as President Trump. He's not the president, so I'm not going to call him that. And it's a ridiculous thing to put that in a filing like this. This is what Trump's filing. This is Trump's filing with the SPAC, their disclosures. Entities associated with Trump have filed for bankruptcy protection. The Trump Taj Mahal, which was built and owned by Trump, filed for Chapter 11 bankruptcy in 1991. The Trump Plaza, the Trump Castle, and the Plaza Hotel, all owned by Trump at the time, filed for Chapter 11 bankruptcy in 1992. THCR, which was founded by Donald Trump in 1995, filed for Chapter 11 bankruptcy in 2004. Trump Entertainment Resorts, the new name given to Trump Hotels and Casino Resorts after its 2004 bankruptcy, declared bankruptcy in 2009. While all of the foregoing were in different businesses than Trump Media, there can be no guarantee that Trump Media's performance will exceed the performance of those entities. Another disclosure. And again, these are disclosures made by Trump. So Trump's disclosures about him. A number of companies that had license agreements with Trump have failed. There can be no assurances that Trump Media will also not fail. Trump Shuttle Inc., launched by Trump in 1989, was defaulted on its loans in 1990 and ceased to exist by 1992. Trump University, founded by Trump in 2005, ceased operations in 2011 amid lawsuits and investigation regarding the company's business practices. Trump Vodka, a brand of vodka produced by Drinks America's under license from Trump Organization, was introduced in 2005 and discontinued in 2011. Trump Mortgage LLC, a financial services company founded by Trump in 2006, ceased operations in 2007. GoTrump.com, a travel site founded by Trump in 2006, ceased operation in 2007. Trump Steaks, a brand of steak and other meats founded by Trump in 2007, discontinued sales 2 months after its launch. While all these businesses were in different industries than Trump Media, there can be no guarantee that Trump Media's performance will exceed the performance of these entities. And there you see it right there. And again, this is why, when Donald Trump is basically begging the court for a break, give me a break, I don't want to have to post a bond. E.G. and Carroll's lawyers are saying he's probably the most untrustworthy borrower that there is. He's someone who hasn't paid his bills. He's someone who declared bankruptcy over and over again. Oh, get this, and I did another hot take on it. Alina Habba also filed a motion requesting that the judge declare Donald Trump the winner in the E.G. and Carroll case, even though a jury found against Donald Trump. Just think of the audacity. Judge Kaplan, can you please declare that Trump won the case where there was a jury verdict that found that Donald Trump defamed his sexual assault victim? Please, Judge, find Donald Trump the winner. In the alternative, Alina Habba asked for a new trial and or a remitter to remit to lessen the amount of damages that were awarded by the jury, saying the jury got it wrong and they awarded too much money to E.G. and Carroll. So that's what they're doing there, folks. And so, now it comes down to this period of we're 24, 48 hours away from Trump's assets being seized. Obviously, I think we'll hear from the court soon. We'll see what the court is going to do. But I think it's important to note, I'm sure you picked this up, that when I shared with you what Donald Trump said during that first interview actually can be used against him in the various cases, because one of Trump's positions to the court why he needs this stay is he claims there would be irreparable harm that would be caused to him because he would need to sell buildings because he doesn't have the money to post the bond. So when he goes on the networks and says he has the money to post the bonds and he's so wealthy and he can do it, it's something that can be pointed to say, well, he clearly should be able to post the bonds. He claims he's got the money. Look what he just said on Fox. So it's backfiring against him as well when he claims that. So there's that aspect to it as well. He's very desperate, very odd. And the whole central thesis of him having money, that he can easily post this bond, is proven to be, not accurate as well. Let me know what you think in the comments. I'm Ben Meiselas. We'll keep you posted as we learn more. But this thing's coming right up until we're in the fourth quarter, 2-minute drill right now. Hit subscribe. We're on our way to 3 million subscribers. Thanks to your support. Thank you for watching and have an excellent day.
Hey Midas Mighty, love this report? Continue the conversation by following us on Instagram @MeidasTouch to keep up with the most important news of the day. What are you waiting for? Follow us now.